Everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 5, Episode 35 with me, Sid. And last episode, you left me over at the item which I have casually labelled over, where are we? Here, Iron Mine 35, Mostly Mined. The reason it's Iron Mine 35, Mostly Mined is because I've mostly mined it. I have left these traces of limonite on that I've not managed to find, because at some point we can always go back and have a go. We may have a quarry at some point, so that's always fun. However, we are now back home. That's the source of many shocks for people as I walk into that building, myself included. It does throw me out. We're late winter, 20th of February. We're about to come into spring, so we should hopefully be able to get into a bit of farming at some point. And I have got, well, first things first, let me just drop those off. And we need to sleep, because that's my perfect sense of timing, as ever, has cropped up and basically given me the wrong timing. And yeah, we'll go quickly sleep the night off. I do need to get the... Oh, it's full. Oh. You know, when you're looking at it thinking, why isn't that working? Yeah, so we'll sleep the night off. We'll go, and I need to get some logs into the... well, I need to do some logging, actually. But right now, we just need to eat. And get on with a few bits and pieces. Okay, right, let's head out here. And we'll start off in the store. We're in the store shed, because I have got, of course, this here, and that has got some stuff in it. This is also, one of these has got some stuff in it as well. So we'll take those out of there. Right. What do we have? Quartz, that's all the minerals, and I think that's just miskies. I'm not going to be... Where else would I put flint? Misc blocks, it would be in that. Have I used all my flint? It's probably most likely I've used all my flint. There's some flint. Okay, and then unseal. So, rich limonite, smooth. That's got rich limonite. That's got some stuff in it as well, and those are all empty. So, we're going to take that out of there, and just pop you away, and we're going to take those two out of there, and we'll pop that away. We'll quickly seal it and get it back on my back. My back, it goes on the back. And then we can go and actually put some of the stuff away. And I did do the maths to work this one out, but I'm going to double check this. I've also started playing around with putting these in. So we've got bronze ingots there, which will all nicely stack up. I think that lot is all empty. I think over here I've got my poor limonite, so we might as well go with that as being where we put our other limonite as well. So that's going to be a quick thing, and then we need to get some batches of iron cooking, because we are going to need to... Yeah, I'm just looking at it. Did I get all of that out? You know that moment where you look at something and you go, did that go exactly the way I just think it went? There we go. So this is a pretty good haul, and should keep us ticking for quite a while. With a bit of luck. And the fact it's rich, and we... Oops, hello. Let's do that the right way around. And we've got the poor as well. Is all the better. Right. We're only going to need to get that going. We are going to need to do some maths. And I can put 24 blocks of charcoal in there. 24 blocks of items of ore. So I need to work out basically what I need to do. So I want to basically run it to a certain point of things. So let me do a quick bit of maths and I shall be back with you in a moment, because I know I did last episode, so I might even just check that. But yeah, I'll be back in a moment. All right, the answer is 22 and 2. Simple enough. That will give me 8 ingots of ore, of 8 ingots worth of bloom, I should say. So we are going to take you and drop you in, and take you, drop you in, and take you and drop you in, and we'll take those and drop them in, and that will come up, and we'll just grab the rest, and there you go, half a stack of charcoal. This is why I need to keep the charcoal flowing, of course, as well, because now we're going to set that on fire and make 8 ingots of iron. Now 8 ingots of iron will make me 4 double ingots, which is almost halfway to having an iron anvil, which is going to make a big difference again, like all of these things. All about the differences. So we probably need to make an iron hoe as well, don't we? Well, a reasonable hoe. A ho-ho. However, I'm going to... I've got you on me. I'm going to go and find a great wood tree that I can chop down. There's one over there, there's one over there. There's plenty about. Get the logs, get those back, we can keep those cooking, and I will also plant some. There's always a chance that we'll get one of those those ones we don't want, you know, the spider trees. Or we do want, but we don't want. It's kind of a mixed bag, really. Kind of want it, but we don't want it, if you know what I mean. I will also try and make sure that I replant at least one leaf from this, one tree, sapling, because, you know, if I can get a couple down, then that's even better. But I don't want to completely, there's one. I don't want to completely ruin our prospects of getting the magnificent trees, because they really are good, and that is horrible background noise. Still not figured out how to turn that off. One day I really will give it a push, but it's that toss-up sometimes between doing something that's going to be quite tedious and something that, well, isn't. Oh, hello, Paul. That's always good. Right, we can finally wear this damn axe out. Good, and the next axe down and get that done. Getting there. Right, well, I'm going to grab this, we're going to run the iron, I'm going to run another bloom as well. I think 2 blooms would be a good number from that. Wow, we have got a lot of wood out of that, which will give us a lot of charcoal. Well, let's not be silly about this either. Let's just run over here and pop you there, pop you there, and we'll pop you there. Lovely. Right, yeah, I'm going to run 2 blooms at least, and I'll be back with you in a bit. While I'm waiting on that, I'm going to make myself a hoe, because we've not really done one yet. I'm not going anything fancy, just going straight for copper. Better than stone, but you know, doesn't have to have a huge durability on it. And we've got 1 bloom. We're waiting on the second one, which has got about 6 hours to go. Game time, not real time, obviously. I'm looking at various options of where to go next and what else I want to start playing with as well, because there's quite a few interesting things we need to start looking at. So yeah, that will be ready in a moment, and I don't think we need to watch me make a hoe, do we? No, that's good. Yeah, so I'll probably take I suppose I could start heating that up. It's not going to get to the point that it can working on that as well. That's probably a good idea. Anyway, yeah, so I'll get that done. We'll start working on the iron, and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, we've got the first bloom melted, refined and melted. This one is ready to start working on. So first thing is to refine it, of course. There we go, and then split. And that should give me enough to make 16 ingots. I'll leave that in until we're ready to take it out, and we'll weld 14 of them to make an anvil, and probably melt the bronze anvil down. I haven't decided yet, but there's no real benefit to keeping the bronze anvil. I've got a third bloom going over there as well, because I think at some point we'll want to upgrade our armour big time, maybe to actual full steel plate. And you know, I know we've only had that for a while, but such is life. The iron will probably last a lot longer because the next step is steel, and that's going to be a pain, as always. But there you go, that's what we deal with, in it. And yeah, let's have another one in. Just keep my eye on everything. Pop that one in there, give that a little pump. And yeah, but charcoal's going to become an issue before long, because we haven't got a great deal of it. Oh, yeah, a great deal ready. So I may want to look at doing something similar to the coke oven that I did last time, because whilst those are great, it doesn't create a lot fast, whereas that big coke oven, charcoal oven that I did, worked very well. So yeah, that's where we're at. I should probably have left that in, but that's fine. And we are going to want to stick a couple of things in there just to pre-stage that one out. We'll get that one going, and yeah, probably heat that wrought iron ingot up. Maybe not, I don't know. What I really want is a bronze pick, iron pick, and probably an iron sword at this stage. Everything else should be okay. In fact, those we should be able to weld. Bang, done. Lovely. And yeah, right, I'll get those other ingots done, and I'll be back within a second. Alright, last one to go, and we will have everything we need. Let me get that and those out, and we should be able to make our iron anvil. Which means we can pick you up and pop you down. You can go in there. That can go there for now. That can come out, that can go in. Well, I don't see a great deal of benefit to making much more than that. That's now workable. Let's start with the pick, because my pick's nearly broke. Ooh, all sorts of fun stuff. No idea. what I wanted to pick right now, and oh, almost. What we're doing? Damn you, that's not quite there. One, bend. That's not going to work it. Down, bend, tap, no. Down, bend, tap, that's too far. Down, bend, tap. Damn you. Down, bend, tap. Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. You're all screaming at me, I'm sure, by now. Yeah, that's a bit trickier, isn't it? So there, bend. No, that's not going to be. There, bend. It's called. Okay. Yeah. Obviously I've done these before. I shall be back in a while. Alright, and the sword. Doubling it. I had one on the side though, so no. That was easy. I've also got this running in here because that's finished now, so we can refine that. I'll probably split it and then process it later because I don't desperately need anything else made out of. I suppose I could just make it into iron. No, I'll process the whole lot while I'm doing it. It would be silly to leave it, but we can't while we're so close to finishing. Oh, come on. Huh. This is annoying me now. I'll be back in a mo. Alright, so we've got another 8 iron ingots. I can't stack any yet, they're still hot. We've got a sword and a thing, so let us check. So the bronze sword is 210, but let's have a look at sword and go over to here. So the bronze sword, wherever it's gone, lost it. Bismuth bronze sword actually is 210 damage, 1200 durability. Ours had, I don't think it had any bonus actually, I think we cast it. This has got wrought iron sword. No, the wrought iron sword should be 240 with a 220, so let's have a look what we get. It's 275 with a 2000. So comparing that, that's actually a better attack. It's actually better than steel. It's better than black steel. We're almost, but not quite to that level. And it's got a much higher durability by about 500, so that's good. And then if we look at the pick, let's have a look at the pick. I don't know why caps lock is on. A bronze pick has got 1300 with 102 attack damage. Iron pick should be 137 with 2200. We've got 137 with 2541. That's not bad going. I am happy with that, and I'm going to get away from that crackling noise. Now, it is now still late winter. It's the 24th of Feb. But I have a hoe. I also have a sword, which I'm going to put there for now. And and we're going to go and try something in the garden area just to see if it's playing ball, but I'll be back in a second with that. Alright, so if I am right, so if we check the temperature, it's currently 2.95. It is too cold to plant, I believe. And our issue is we are just still in early late winter. We're not quite there yet that we can do this thing. Okay, mommy cow, daddy cow, don't want a bucket of your milk. Okay, there we go. And so what I wanted to do is just go over here and have a little fiddle faddle with this farm area and just see what happens. So can we hydrated, and because it's only copper, we can't do anything else with it. But it is definitely hydrated. Well, we can do one thing with it, and that's hydrated. But if I were to go to here, that is not hydrated. So we'll borrow a bit of that. I don't know whether I'll need to borrow a bit of this, but you never know. Yeah, I thought once you've tilled it, you're done. So the question is, can I plant any wheat seeds right now? Apparently we can. What's the temperature? 3.85. Okay. I'm going to leave those down and we'll come back and check those the following morning. Now the other thing I wanted to have a play with, how do I want to do this? I probably need to take a spare chisel with me. Oh, you're coming over to see us, are you, Mr. Pig? Or is it Mrs. Pig? Mrs. Pig. You may end up staying for a while. Thank you, motorcycle. Yeah, let me just grab my chisel. We're going to head over to the spider farm and just see if we can't... Oh, hello. See if we can't utilize that a little bit more. But I think probably next episode I am going to have to think about a massive charcoal oven burner hoofer thing. There we go, a nice bronze chisel, because we're going to need that. And it's probably quicker to do this. And just swim across from here. Then faff around. Say, I'm not entirely confident that those won't pop off, so that's why I don't want to put too many seeds down. And again, I don't know whether this is going to be a pack where the seeds pop off and vanish, or whether they appear as seeds on the ground. If they appear as seeds on the ground, it is not a problem. We can plant and try whatever we want to try there, really. However, what I would like to do is change you to this. That was probably not the best way around to do it, was it? Oh, bum. What might have been better would have been that, actually. I mean, it's not a big issue, but you see, if a spider gets in there, I can hit it from here. I can't on that side, so I think we're going to have to... I know. What we'll do is we'll replace that top layer with all smooth stone. So it'll give me a chance to wear this pick out a bit as well. We'll get a bit of dirt from somewhere just to cover that up, and that will be how many did I make? 8. That's more than enough. So what we'll do is we'll do that and take these out. And then we can change you back to that. And we'll get these set up so this works just a little bit more efficiently. Now, if I'm clever about this, which hopefully I am reasonably, we can get this done with a minimum fuss and palaver or pull over even, and do that. It really did not break that. Grief. Right, I'm going to replace all of this because I'm not a fan of having exposed stone. And that got it. Excellent. Right, so that's got rid of that stupidly almost broken pick. Right, I just need to fill these in, and I shall be back with you in a mo. Alright, I left it a little bit close there, and so I'm just going to head back to the base. Things were spawning, so I bugged out, and we can check our situation. Once we've slept the night off, we'll check on the seed situation and exactly just how well they survived the winter cold, because it is obviously cold. First thing in the morning, let's have a look. F3, it is -2, so I'm expecting those seeds to have popped off. Just my expectation here. Let me make some more salads. Yeah, and a bit of apple. Everybody likes a bit of apple in the salad. Actually, I must admit, I don't think I've ever tried putting apple in a salad, other than a fruit salad, you know, which kind of goes without saying. Now, I was looking to see whether I got potato seeds, because I believe potato seeds are a much hardier seed, and there are a few which will survive harsh winters. And let's face facts, -2 is not harsh. I suppose I should eat. That'll do for now. And I should also drink. Let's go and check some stuff out then. So, all things being equal, it is negative temperatured. I would have... Oh, hello. We've got targets up here. There's a creeper just around here somewhere. And a spoder. Yeah, I'm not bothered about either of that. So they haven't actually popped off yet, which is interesting. Alright, well, we'll run the experiment for a few more days. It's not like it's desperate. And we can go and head over here. I'll leave the creeper and the spoder, because I want to go and try play with that spider over here. You know, more fun. That spider. I'm wondering whether to stick doors on the other 3 sides as well. So, you know, because as this stands, that door really doesn't serve a great deal of purpose. Come on. We know you're there, spawner. Yep. Oh. And there you go. Okay. You can't get me. These things are evil, though. So hard. I mean, 3,000 hit points. And I'm doing 260, 75 per hit. And there's one over there. I think he's just a... Might be. So we can level up this way, which is useful. Because it will allow us to get more hit points when we do finally get to the point where... Where is that? There, thank you. Oh, hello. Right, come on then. Come on then, sir. That's right. Come to me. Bit of lag there. So that's useful, and that works a lot better. So I'm happy with that. I don't know what I can even use you for. Fermented spider eye. And we can use it for potions, but we obviously need a means of getting blaze rods for that. Right. Temperature is minus half a degree. What is the status of our seedlings down there? Can we leave them in? There, one's popped off. Well, that's answered one important question, and that is that they don't actually do anything bad. They just pop off. But it's the other question it's answered is it's too bloody cold to do any farming. So, with that in mind, we are going to finish up this episode. I will pop those seeds back in. It doesn't matter because they spawn onto the ground. And next episode, hopefully, we will get to a point where we can actually plant some crops. Potatoes would have been nice, and looking at the agri-craft stuff would be interesting as well, but I don't know what we can do at this point, if anything. I mean, we can make, well, we should be able to make the seed analyzer. We should be able to make the wooden water tank. We should be able to make the irrigation channels, although... Yep, it's taking those fine. So that's fine, and it will take that. Don't know how I'm going to get these slabs. We might get that. Wooden slabs. Oh, we can do it with a saw, yeah. Right. So we can that, though. We could do that. We can do... That's a bit more tricky, but we don't really need it. That's the bit where we're going to need some wrought iron, but we've got that now. So, yeah, and the journal, that's awkward. We're going to need a book and quill and everything for that. Magnifying glass. Trowel is used to move them, remove weeds. I don't even know the weeds are on. Clippers to do those, and... Yeah, well, I don't know how much of that's going to help. I mean, the sprinkler may help the crops. It may not. I've got no concept. Mod interactions, a little bit awkward at times. You know, when you start playing with TFC, which is a very definite mod designed to work a certain way, and other mods which, you know, will interact with that differently, perhaps. Anyway, on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.